Hello there. BoBo, the Bitcoiner, is back. Let's talk about this coming winter. Winter 2022 to 2023. Sometime between November to February next year. It's going to be wet, cold, miserable, and probably torturing. Most winter is always depressing. Days are short, sky is grey, people less active, more holiday mood, and thinking of holidays, of course. But this winter is going to be totally different. The Ukraine war has resulted in the sanction from the USA and Europe, right? But EU is squeezed by the balls, especially Germany. Both Germany and Italy are allowed to pay the Russian natural gas in rubies reluctantly by European Commission despite a breach of EU sanction. No choice lah. Already, many EU countries are protesting on the streets, calling for the abolishment of Nato. We are now only in September, right? Most have not felt the real pain. This is a massive error as the compounding effects of decreasing supply and market attempting to front-run the chaos are leading to price level that make it impossible for the market to simply operate. Europe trading desks are facing a $1.5 trillion in margin calls as the price run away from the available liquidity across Europe's energy industry. At some point, EU hands will be forced to turn the money printing to build up the energy sector. Liz Truss, UK's new Prime Minister, came out big with price control on electricity to distribute 170 billion pounds, that is 5% of England's GDP, to alleviate the pain of British citizens on electrical bill in winter. In history, this kind of price fixing is going to worsen the problem. Prices are rising because there is inability to properly supply the fuel to market. So eventually, price control will break the dam. That means more money printing. Right? The liquidity crisis among European energy producers is signaling they are experiencing the beginning stage of this process. Each money can be, easy money can be easily weaponized in two ways. First, by debasing the saving of the people, and then by deciding who can or cannot use that debased money. This is playing out with Russia deciding that they will simply refuse to sell the Western world their oils and natural gas if the West doesn't allow them to access their monetary and payment network. So the only way out seems to be hyperinflationary collapse that forces people to recognize that the unproductive class in charge is leading them to ruin. All right. For those who think that US is relatively immune from the crisis, for the crisis in Europe, their head should be examined. All right. Energy and electricity producer going bankrupt, they should, because of the astronomical prices that set off a domino effect that will reach US shore quicker than they think. All right. Looks like the USA and Europe are trying to strangle the Russian has backfired. Enlarging the Nato means endangering Russian assistance. Right. Since the Soviet breakup in 1991, why can't NATO, in a sense, the American, live in peace with Russia? What has Russia done in the last 30 years to threaten USA? America simply wants to get rid of Russia so that they can go after China eventually and ultimately bring the world to its knees again and obey them, whatever they say. You know, we live in a very dangerous world run by the unproductive class of people. Again, unfair is the word. The world really has no other choice. Seems the only way out is to adopt the kind of money that is extremely hard for the unproductive class to corrupt. And that money is Bitcoin. All right. Once Bitcoin is the reserve currency of the world, true price will be brought back to the markets, which will allow capital to be allocated properly and fairly. Unfortunately, the people of Europe, UK, and US, things will only get worse until the individuals who live in this area wake up to their economic fact. We in Asia have no say. Probably depends on our bigger neighbor China to subdue and suppress USA aggression and bullying tactics. That's all I want to say today. This is a warning that coming winter this year, the world will be in big mess. All right. Economy will be in chaos. All right. We don't know what's going to happen, but for sure we know we are heading into a darker economic situation by this end of this year. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.